Okay, so we just discovered the Nimian diplomat ship here. We're supposed to investigate to see what's going on. So we'll do that. And the survey team approaches the derelict, and they can see it has taken some damage. A hole in the hull allows direct access to the bridge. A single dead Nimian pilot is strapped into the command seat. Have the team search the ship for survivors, examine the ship logs, examine the deceased pilot. Search for survivors. A search of the ship reveals no crew, alive or dead. One of the ship's escape pods is missing. Examining the telemetry data from the launcher leads to a point on a nearby desert world. Hey, Senegal, welcome back. Happy Monday. Examine the logs. The logs appear to be been purged. Ragstone observes that whoever erased the data did not realize that the comm relay still has the last outgoing message in its transmit buffer. First payment package and prion samples received, transmitting the promised data now. The data seems to be a large collection of ship identifiers, timestamps, and trajectories. Ringa, this data looks like plans for future Nimian fleet maneuvers. If accurate, this is highly sensitive military information. Examine the pilot. Despite the Nimian's morphology, while similar to Earth felines, looks to have evolved via their own path. This convergent evolution process has been observed on other planets in our universe, but it's interesting that this convergence occurs here as well. More research for us. Despite the unfamiliar alien physiology, Hurricane notes that biochemistry works the same with Nimians as creatures in our own universe. It seems that some chemical interrupted their neurotransmitters that regulated breathing, but whatever it was, it broke down quickly after death. Cause of death? Poison? Oh, I can't get salvage? That's not fair. Boo. Is this working at all? It is. Titanium. So, now what am I supposed to do? Missing diplomat. Thinks we might have missed something in the sector. Ship was destroyed. There might still be debris. We already did that. Found the missing vessel. It raises more questions than it answers, but one of its life pods landed on a nearby planet. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to guess it's this one. Using the telemetry data, the team is able to locate a small escape pod, partially buried on the otherwise barren desert world. Scans show signs of life in a nearby cave. The team approaches the cave with caution. Inside, they find a gaunt Nimian surrounded by a disorganized array of crates and survival equipment. She eyes the survey team with suspicion and hunger. I am diplomat Anasa Jari from the Nimian. Of the Nimian, who are you? The team identifies themselves as Starcom representatives and provide the diplomat with a communications feed to Veronica's vengeance. Ask the diplomat what happened to her ship. We were on a goodwill mission to try to improve relations with the Kurinans when they attacked us. I was able to escape, but they destroyed my ship and one of our escorts. Vilcruels. Something's not adding up. The Nimian didn't mention any goodwill mission. Ask the diplomat about the data recovered from the ship's comm buffer. She hesitates. Comm buffer? I think I registered our flight plan with the Kurinans so they would know when to expect us. That must be what you saw. Rings insight? That's not what we saw. Have the team search the diplomat supplies. Despite her objections, the team opens the crates. Besides expected life pod survival equipment, there are a large number of gold bars. Oh, coincidence. I carry those for this exact purpose. Consider it payment for my rescue. Fook rules. Life pod survivors are not expected to have crates of gold on them in any culture. She's attempting a barely veiled bribe. But plus 8 gold. Accuse the diplomat of lying. Make no comment on her suspicious story. Invite the diplomat aboard Veronica's vengeance to be returned to the Nimian. Accuse her of lying. She initially feigns indignation, then professes innocence, but eventually she confesses. An unknown agent had been blackmailing her for years with information that would ruin her and her powerful family. She had been paying them off, but they demanded one last payment along with some sensitive information. After delivering the information to an unmarked vessel, they were attacked. She begs you not to reveal this to the Nimian. She didn't know that the data was military secrets. The penalty for treason is execution. My family is highly placed in the Nimian government. If you could omit some details in your account, you would make many friends. Tell her to consider her requests. Have the team return to the ship with her as a diplomatic guest. So, this story. We should return the Nimian diplomat to her people. I've marked the region where we first encountered them. Track down the map. Works for me. Way up there. It's kind of a long trip if we did this naturally. Hey, aren't you a bad guy? Or are you a guild representative? No, you're a guild. Never mind. I guess I'm supposed to talk to the ships. Details. State your purpose. When I tried you, we found a single survivor from your missing vessels. This is most excellent news. You have our deepest gratitude. Please give us any details you can. Full account of the ship's logs pertaining to events. Give them an account of events, but omit details that would cast suspicion on the diplomat. Yeah, sure, we'll be the good guys. Most disturbing. It sounds as if the Kernans lured the Anassa with the hope of brokering a peace and attacked. I look forward to hearing her full report. Again, we thank you for your assistance. Is there anything we can help you with? We are interested in information about remnant artifacts. There's been renewed interest in these wonders from several parties. We are, of course, familiar with the Great Gateways, but know little about their rumored structures. Our intelligence officers report that the Kernan recently purchased information regarding the location of a fallen Empire lab. The lab had been researching remnant artifacts, specifically something called a Star Lance. No, he's not a he's not a Thundercat, he's a Nemian. Our agent could not verify the accuracy of the information, but did capture the coordinates. I will transmit the details to your vessel. Now where are we going? You've not been up here. That's where we're supposed to be going, though. I'd rather explore this up here. Because nothing bad ever comes from exploring. A lot of ships here. Apparently I have been here before. Well then, looks like we're headed that way. Go that way though. Once I haven't really tried that. Running into anything special out here? Unit after lab researching remnant artifacts on a frozen planet near there. Need bigger engines. Our F4s hope that the Nimian have not convinced the Starcom to ally against us. We give you SMAC True. Favored trade partner status. Fair exchanges for resources. Even a remnant object we have finished studying. We'd like to trade with you. So the remnant device. So platinum? Sure. So, selling. Slight increase on that, which we're not selling. And same with that, so I'm not going with that. What about buying? You guys are freaking con artists. We used to strengthen our relations with Starcom through mutually beneficial trade. Is there anything else? What can you tell us about this remnant artifact? We acquired it as part of an exchange. Seller claimed it was remnant technology. It may well be. It was well beyond our science. Rukrul says the object was sold below the value they place upon it, and they are not emphasizing this point. They are about to make a request that is very important to them. Perhaps you would be willing to help us as well. Conflict has been imminent between us and the Nimian. We wish to avoid a full war, but the distrust we have for them is mutual. We have entreated with their ships to no effect. We suspect the military does not want peace, and our offer does not reach the higher echelons. You may have more success. If you present our treaty offer to their homeworld, war may be averted. Where is their homeworld? This we do not know, but we have obtained the coordinate equation of a gateway their trade ships use. It may be near there. Make an effort to deliver your offer. We will present your offer if we are able, but make no promises. We understand. We hope you will do your best. That gateway, we activated it, so we're good there. Scanning, survey team away. Fortified structure is built into the mountain of this icy world. After a cautious approach, the team is easily able to gain access. The reinforced main doors have been cut open with a powerful laser. Once inside, the team finds a deep shaft leading to an underground vault complex. The shaft was punctuated with a series of doors also cut through. Best I can guess is this was a mid-empire facility dedicated to researching remnant artifacts. The lowest levels is chaos. From what remains, the team guesses this was some kind of research facility. Most of the equipment has been removed, but in a side chamber that the Universal Translator identifies as secondary containment, the team finds an intact object. Quantum container. Oh, I'm sure there's nothing bad in there. We have the remnant device first. Metallic sphere of unknown composition, a sharp point protruding from a ring at the top. The technology is incredibly advanced to the point it's difficult to learn much from. It emits an energy signal with an unusual signature in response to certain environments. Quantum container, hermetically sealed container. The container is empty, but it is in itself a marvel in engineering. When closed, nothing could escape, not even information. Unfortunately, opening the container permanently compromised the seal. Research. So, what did we come here for? A treaty, fallen empire. So much stuff in progress. Oh, we still need fighter components. Where are we going to get those from? Go talk to their station, see if they have anything interesting. Fighters would be nice. I haven't seen really any fighters yet. What do you want to discuss? I want to trade. They trade in platinum. Oh, we've been through this, haven't we? Bunch of crooks. Okay. Now the current entreaty. Guess we should do that. Looks like we're at a gate. Yeah, activated the gate. And scan these planets before we talk to them. Who are we going to end up in a war with? I have a feeling that's where this story is going to go. Why? This moist planet is mirroring the early genesis of life on Earth. Some very simple single-celled organisms are aggressively converting the anaerobic atmosphere into an oxygen-rich one. Hurricane. Scan it. Or work on it, whatever. A more complex symbiotic organism with an aerobic metabolism has evolved alongside the more common life forms. This may prevent an oxygen catastrophe like the one speculated in Earth's history or research. Lander skims along the water to various sites where Hurricane takes samples and conducts analysis. Well, that wasn't very exciting. What can we do for our Starcom friends? We'd like to trade with you. You guys trading gold. So, like silver. Uranium, which we don't really want to part with. No good prices for selling or buying. Could sell some of the gold. They don't need 400. 71 gold. Yeah, that'll work. Get 72 gold out of it. Now, wasn't I supposed to talk to these guys? Current treaty. So, requested that we present a peace treaty offer directly at the Nimian homeworld. Oh, we're not there, are we? I thought this was their homeworld. Yeah, location Nimian homeworld, but it provided a gateway. So 46-29. That's where we are. Go see where the flinger goes. See. Due to an unusual crystalline structure, the methane that covers the surface of this planet is stable at -110 Celsius, which may not sound like that hot, but for frozen methane, it's quite toasty. More research. No anomalies. Okay, so red team, go. On approach, the lander instruments detected elevated radiation readings. Once on the ground, the reason is obvious. This is a recently abandoned uranium mine. Yay. The absent miners were using a novel but dangerous technique. Taking advantage of the natural geology, they pumped nitric acid into underground caves, producing dense pockets of uranium hexafluoride. Ragstone, our engineering guy. Based on the equipment designs, this is a Nimian operation. Considering the danger, they must need uranium sorely. Fanny, get to work. Not a good roll. The team finds a small deposit of the uranium gas. When part of the ceiling collapses on the team, it becomes clear why the mine is unoccupied. 5 uranium. Sorry, Rag. You'll be fine. We can't try again? Boo. Can we try after returning to station or advancement? Forget all that. Let's talk to the ship, see if they've got any information. What can we do for Starcom? We'd like to trade. No, we don't. Oh, they want uranium. That explains that, right? You get fortune, but uranium, I think, is used for missiles, right? I think. Which I'm not really using, but... Where's your home world? I really wanted to ask him, where is your home world? Gate. It was an accident. Why? It's another abandoned miner sitting in a swamp of corrosive gas. Go for it, Rag. You'll be fine. Told you. The interior is a mess. It looks like the crew evacuated in a hurry. There's a modest amount of titanium left behind. Incredibly, the command module's ethering core is intact. Yay, ethering. Ethering is used for power sources, or is it for making more bridges, command areas, basically. Basically what you need to get a bigger ship. Which we should do soon. Where's your home planet? The mesosphere of this planet is unusually dense and warm due to an unusually high level of capture of cosmic rays. Sounds safe. Let's go visit you guys over here. Being Guardian. So that's going to be a station, right? More than likely. That's what it looks like. Because it wasn't moving. That is a station. So this must be their home planet. Homeworld. And deploying. Survey lander is escorted to a high pad in the diplomatic sector of the populous Nimian homeworld. Yay. After some cursory formalities, the team is escorted to meet with the Nimian representative. We do not normally allow visitors to our world, but as representatives of the new civilization, the first new civilization we have encountered in years, an exception is being made. What can we do for you? Have the team present the Kernan's treaty offer. Nimian delegate... Sorry to interrupt, but there's a high-energy signal emitting from our cargo hold. Uh-oh. Nimian delegate examines the treaty briefly. This appears to be little different from their previous offers. It demands worlds we have held for centuries and concedes nothing in return. I see no reason to accept it from a different messenger. I have just been informed that something is jamming our long-range communications network. If this is some treachery, you have made a grave mistake. Protocol demands that your team return to your vessel immediately. But we didn't do anything wrong. We identified the source of the signal. Lieutenant Avery detected. It was coming from that remnant artifact we acquired from the Kernans. I'm generating an inverse signal to counteract. So there's actually no bad guys here for us to shoot. I mean, unless we want to. Free stuff. You should be interfered with our communications network at the moment the Kirin launched their attack. Explain your actions and why we should not destroy you. The Kirin sold us an artifact that they must have used to disable your communications. No method is beneath the Kirin if it achieves their aims. That is certainly something the Kirin might do. As is having their agents claim that they were seized, so they might attack us from fore and aft. If you truly were deceived, prove it by helping us dispatch the Kernan from our space. That is something their agents would surely not do. We'll help you defeat the Kernan. Very well. We will see you by your actions if you are an unwitting pawn or a complicit agent. The question is, how many do I have to kill? I guess you. Battle stations. Pests. Nothing but pests. And free stuff. Platinum. Was that good enough? Their station didn't die. You have yet to re-earn our trust. The Kernans still have a significant force nearby. Help us hunt and destroy them. For now, be brief. I don't see any more around here. I don't see any bad guys around here. What are they complaining about? Nearby in this case includes other systems. Of course it does. Still no bad guys. Okay, I guess I could go to the Kieran space and kill him there too, right? That would be right. That would be just. Hey, man, why are you going back that way? Just go that way. Confused, are you? My crew, how experienced are you guys? 8 more experience points to go before they level up. Off we go. And you see bad guys. Or a bad guy at 2 of 3. Some missiles there. Well done, the fight is not over, but you have tipped the scales here at the home front. It is clear that you were deceived by the Kernan and not the witting agent. Our defense minister, who happens to be the Nemean, have transferred an item to our cargo hold. Our defense minister, who happens to be the eldest sister of the diplomat you rescued, has approved the transfer of sensitive military technology to Starcom so that you may be better able to help us fight the treacherous Kernan. She has also convinced the Senate to approve a payment to Starcom for previous service to the Nemean peoples. The gold. Yes. Vision Warhead. Yay, nuclear missiles. Uranium cannot sustain a fission reaction at FTL speeds. This weapon design circumvents that problem. We can now research the fission missile variant. Ugh, English is difficult. Okay, so now what? Air report. Navigation sensors back online. Were they offline? Why were they offline? Oh, damage probably. So what's down here? Oh, that's right, we've been there. Let's go back to home base and see what we can do. I think we should be able to get a dreadnought unlocked now. I don't know if we'll be able to build one, but we'll be able to unlock it. Okay, so operations. Oh, all kinds of talking. Milton. More resources, silver, titanium, and platinum. Dr. Rama, my team has removed the Kernan device from your hold for analysis. They probably were telling the truth about it being a remnant artifact. They may not have realized it, but the device changed its emissions after they jumped in. The new emissions contain the equation for another gateway. What do you think is there? Military strategy isn't one of my areas of my genius, but probably a bunch of Kirin chips. I suspect that the device has some connection to that gateway, so it's possible that there may be remnant artifacts nearby. I've transmitted the coordinates to your ship. Commander Yu, I see from Ronika's vengeance logs that you've entered us into some sort of defense alliance with the Nimian. Strictly speaking, there are a lot of protocols being broken here, but making allies in this space is a practical necessity. In your circumstances, I probably would have done the same thing. Everybody wants to be friendly with the Karathi, though, don't they? I've recorded that you are not authorized as pro-tempore consul to negotiate treaties of limited scope for crises. Hopefully no one looks too closely at the timestamps if we ever get back. Research. So, most important one. Dreadnought. So, let's leave us 160. So, missiles. Fission missiles. What are those actually going to do for us? Fusion missiles, 200. So, allows switching to more powerful fission warheads. Fission warheads consume uranium, have a slower production time, and fewer per launcher, but are significantly more powerful. Sure. Swarm missiles. Our missiles separate after launch into two smaller warheads with evasive approach patterns, making them harder to shoot down. If we want to go to that, we've had that for a while. I'm not sure we want missiles, though. Neural assist, even faster laser acquisition. Don't have the points for that one. Oh, shields. Shield harmonics. Increase the max charge of our shields by 10%. That's only 100. Quantum flux. Increase the recharge rate of our shields by 15%. Field induction. Reduce the energy cost of shield charging by 20%. Force field enthalpy. Yeah. Slow the amount by which our shields naturally discharge when energized. I get those two. There we go. Okay, so shipyard. Let's do quick save. So, new ship. Dreadnought. We need 3 more ethering and 5 adamantine. Okay. Ethering and adamantine. So we need 15 total there. And adamantine, a lot more. Oof. Oh yeah, we need to put the small wings on too. Oh, reinforcement. Oh, that's what these are. Yeah, we don't really need them anywhere else. Yeah, I guess we're good for now. So we need adamantine and that ethering, which is so easy to find sometimes. Or so cheap to buy. So, frozen algorithm. What's this supposed to be? Desert unscanned. Yeah, let's see where this goes. Really? That's the fastest way to get there. Gate stuff. Wouldn't this gate be fastest? Oops.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
We'll be okay. That's a flinger, right? That's a flinger. Hey, wait a second. We got bad guys in here. You can get some ethylene out of that. That's what we're looking for, right? And more titanium, but we needed adamantium. On that way. Survey incomplete. We had not been here for a while, probably. Now that archipelago is dotted with settlements, blah, blah, blah. Despite the lack of rocketry, they give the survey landers' arrival our most attention, represented blah, blah, blah. So, it implies that they have access to resources they know star travelers prize greatly, and they're happy to trade. We have another time. See their prices. So, adamantine, arcel. Oh wow, 74 higher. Ethering, that's only 10% higher. They're trading in silver. How much did I need? I don't remember how much I needed. Oh, we got lots of aluminum to sell to them. That'll work, I think. I did 3 of this. Gotta start somewhere. Oh, we don't have the silver for it. Going down here because it's an orange pulse, which is mission related, right? The shield's maintaining a decent amount of time. System looks promising. Promising for what? Survey team away. So we haven't been here? I could have sworn we've been here. Near constant high-speed sandstorms can render most of the planet's surface opaque. The anomaly signal was barely that. Even with the astrolabe's directions, the team was unsure if there would be anything down here. So this is story stuff. But just below 1,000 meters, a distinctive pyramidal shape appeared in the swirling dust. The pyramid was made to withstand the planet's terrible weather, but was left unsealed so much of the interior furnishings have been sandblasted to fragments. A relic in the center chamber seems to have survived without a scratch, despite sitting outside its apparent container, a box made of solid neutronium. Hurricane says, I'm detecting bone fragments on the mortal variety in the debris. Oh, of the mortal variety in the debris. Hey, look, neutronium. Wrath Collector.
Hey, bag of water, it is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat, or you can watch the ads during the break. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
This god apparently had bones made of a durable brass-like metal. Scans show that this contains a complex network of fine connections. More research. Okay, well. Bones of the dead god. See, that's a vendor. Somebody's shooting at me. Somebody's shooting at me. Okay, so all I was taking a look at the map, see where we needed to go next. There was an algorithm. How long of a trip is that? Not very far. Okay, well, we will stop there for now and take a break. You need to get up, stretch some legs, get some water, see what Mrs. Gimpy and Rocket are up to. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.